Okay, so carrying on with this, with our document we have here, I want to start by, before I do anything else, by pointing out a couple of things. So all we can really see here is our raw text, but InDesign has the functionality to show hidden characters, and when we turn that on, we can see where all of our paragraph breaks fall. This can be important. This can be important or valuable when we start to troubleshoot. If I zoom in here, this backwards P refers to a paragraph break or a hard break, a hard return. This is important to know because anytime we create style sheets, when we move on to that portion, paragraph styles format entire blocks of text between these hard returns or paragraph breaks. Where when we get into character styles only affect words, characters, small blocks of text, independently of the paragraph. So I wanted to point out show hidden characters so we could see where those paragraph breaks all fall. Also, if you have, let's say we wanted the word iPhone to break to the next line. If I just hit the return key, it places a hard return in there. And if I apply formatting to this with some space between paragraphs, it's going to place a gap in the middle of my paragraph. What I'm going to do instead is, on the Mac, it's hold down the Shift key and hit the return key. That's going to put a forced line break within my paragraph. And I can always tell a forced line break by this little bracket symbol here. So when it comes to line breaks and paragraph breaks, this is a forced line break, this little bracket symbol. I place it by holding down the Shift key and hitting return. It's also referred to as a soft return. And I've got a paragraph break, which is a hard return. And that's placed by simply hitting the return key. General rule of thumb, when we have breaks between headlines, paragraphs, we generally don't want to put those in with a paragraph, a blank paragraph. You can see I've got a paragraph break at the end of my paragraph here, but then there's another one here. That's in there, and it simply places that extra gap between paragraphs. When we get into setting our style sheets, we generally don't want those. We want to create gaps between our paragraphs, our headlines, using style formatting available in our paragraph and character styles. I'm also going to sort of scroll down here and take a look at my table. So when I placed my document, it brought my table in nice and organized. I can start formatting my table right from that point. When I copy and paste, it does not. It'll bring it in with paragraph breaks, and the little double arrow is a tab. So we got a paragraph breaks here. We have tabs here. Places a tab between each column, width, height, depth, and weight. We're all separate columns. And it placed a return between it places a return between the rows. The problem with this particular document is that it has 2 lines of text within each of these cells, and it also places a return, you'll see, after each of those, which is going to mess up some of our table formatting later on. But just so you know, you can see these hidden characters by going to the Type menu and Show Hidden Characters.